Alright, hey guys, Fitz back here for game number 2 between DragOn and Bizzy, or just ladder matches. I think it has to be, I have to assume ladder matches just because, well, it's fighting spirit for every replay I just checked. So again, I'm just going to put one and one together and just claim that this is the ladder matches. So anyway, you know, my least favorite casting in general is Terran versus Protoss on Fighting Spirit, but that's okay. It's a balanced map. You do get to see some long macro games here. And this high level play, you tend to see more interesting early games than what you see in like D ranked, where they just kind of just sit back and can be a little bit more passive. So anyway, but last game though, DragOn though, you have a fan. I mean, of course, anyone who's watching a replay back of a player that's maybe had selected replays, probably gonna look pretty good. But I'm sure he probably had some games that he was losing. I couldn't, well, maybe not. I have no idea. But these are just games to cast. Cause I'm that guy that just doesn't play Brood War. I just suck so bad. So who knows? Alright, so what to expect? I mean, Bizzy went like a one factory really powerful pressure last game. She'll really do that again. DragOn, just overall like a really smart player, really great decision making, and really just great play style, great macroer as well. So it is looks like gearing up for at least factory tech, at least some kind of tech. It won't be like any kind of proxy rack coming from Bizzy right now. Neither player scouted yet, which is interesting. I normally scout with Pro doesn't make it. I'm not, you know, top tier player, but I normally scout like right after the first pylon's done. Like you, like 8 supply, you just bring it out, and especially on a map like this, where you're expected to, where cheese is so big, you have to look out for cheese as well. I mean, anything can happen on this map. It tends to be more macro style, but still, what is DragOn doing? Okay, he's gonna scout after Cybercore. Okay. I guess that's fair, because like if you scouted like 8 supply anyway, and you happen to be at their base, like their tech is like not gonna be shown. Like, well, he got gas, but what's he gonna do? Is he gonna throw down an academy for upgrades? Is he gonna throw down eBay? I mean, I guess it's like that, and maybe like 8 PM. Like, so you're not, you know, screwing up your macro behind it. I just feel like it's a really late scout. I've really actually never really put this in consideration when you actually scout. But I'll try to keep an eye on that from now on. But still, I feel like it's really late scout. Like I was saying, I mean, like like I said, like maybe it's like just like because he doesn't want to, you know, micro, like he doesn't want to go back here and press P and then press, you know, D for Dragoon and then come back here and press up here again. And by the way, I'm really slow, so please refrain from me for my speed, because I'm really bad. But I think we know. All right, so we actually have look at that, I'm playing. See, I can press my hotkeys really fast. Let's see what his hotkeys are. Let's see what Bizzy's hotkeys are. 1 is his scouting. 3 is his barracks. 4 is his command center. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't have anything else hotkeys. Well, okay, so 2, okay, so now 2 is his army. Haha, I can select more than one thing in the replay, ha 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 ha. But anyway, more specifically, let's get back into this game. He's getting Spider-Mine, so it's gearing up for more of an FD push again. But we have DTs coming up for DragOn right now off of 1 base, and that SCV should be scouting that right now. Yeah, he definitely saw that. He definitely knows that's inbound. You know, you're a little bit more susceptible to DTs early on. You're probably actually better off just putting down eBay and then putting down a turret. It's actually going to be faster than just putting down an academy and comsat. Not only that, it's also static, so you don't have to worry about any kind of DTs. Is he gonna fully commit? Does he continue to produce? Now don't forget though, guys, DTs by themselves are like really powerful. Like if you have like 4 of them just lying around the map, you know, you have to like burn, like, and they just come out of nowhere. You start slicing away part of an army, burn off scans, you do some damage. It's actually a really great tool for Protoss. It's really annoying. It's really annoying to play against them. I was playing a StarCraft game the other day, StarCraft 2, but I'm referencing it anyway. Personally, just went pure DT and I just lost because that game you go bio in Terran versus Protoss more often than not. But anyway, all my Marines just died instantaneously because there's like 50 DTs, just like, and there was just not enough DPS to just kill them all off. Like if you get like mass DT, it is actually viable. And does DragOn actually just win right here? I mean, he's got to force mining time. Oh, is he gonna stop the? He can try to just snipe off the academy, which I mean, I don't think he can actually snipe it off in time. And don't forget, DTs will not one-hit SCVs. They do have 60 HP, unlike 40. And I don't even think even +3 will actually kill off an SCV in one hit. I could be mistaken though. Yeah, it also wouldn't matter because by that time you're gonna have armor anyway. Actually, no, you're not. Never mind. I'm stupid. I'm thinking Zerg. So I take back anything I just said here. But like I said, like these DTs are like are really annoying to deal with. You know, lack of mining time. Very well played by DragOn right here. He's also expanding behind this. He has more. He has defensive DTs. He just put down 2 more. Will these DTs get away? Yep. That, like I said, like you just burn off scans, and it's just really annoying. And especially with 8 PM. You know, with high level play, you often have multitasking capabilities really well, and you know, DragOn has the ability to micro this DT and macro at the same time here. A lesser player like myself would either have to do one of 2 things. One, you know, micro your DTs really well, but you just don't macro well, or you just macro and your DTs just die. So, you know, yeah, he's just gonna commit to these DTs, or he has committed to these DTs rather. I believe he got leg speed. No, he has not gotten leg speed yet, so 2 note there. Says concept I heard. Oh no, not this song. This song actually sucks. It's like the one song from this replay mix I just don't like. There we go, that's a little bit better. And like, oh, like you have a missile turret? Like, no, not anymore. Your whole mineral line's exposed. And now, Bizzy's just falling apart from this. This DTRS is actually absolutely phenomenal. And Bizzy's just... I mean, it's not like, I mean... I think it's just like the splitting and just like the micro of DragOn is just so spot on, like just, it's just so great. And I mean, sure, his tech is probably suffered a little bit from this DC, but does it matter? At this point in time, I mean, at this point in time, what is it? 8 minutes in the game? I mean, Terran would probably want to be up at 3 facts now, just getting it up now, or 4 and 5 facts, or no, just finishing second factory right now. And he wants to be pressuring. You know, this is the point in the game where Terran will have a slight, I feel like a slight advantage in pressuring. I mean, not like they can't pressure in general, but like they know they want to pressure with like their Marines, because this is where Marines actually aren't terrible when they're unupgraded in the really early game. Okay, so the DT's done. Now DragOn, you know, has done a lot of aggression here. Does he have enough to defend himself? That's your question. 2 SCVs are gonna be making their way over here. They're really not gonna accomplish too much. Yeah, this push might just at best contain. Without siege tech though, I don't see this really doing too much. Pretty intense game so far. No DT drop popping in the main base again though. I'm a little sad. So we will have the retreating guys coming up there. So yeah. And how many gates are we at now? Let's look at harvesters and stuff like that. That's DragOn. Okay, so DragOn has 42 harvesters to 33 SCVs. So I mean, that by itself is a pretty big, you know, gap, especially since both of them are off a 2 base. 4 gates compared to 4 factories. So the one thing DragOn's gonna want to eventually start doing is expanding, which is exactly what he's doing right now. And I love this. It just has such great decision making. This fan, you know, probably optimally, again, wanted to come up a little bit earlier, but with his aggression, he's not sticking to two base. He feels confident that he can take that third base, and I think he is. I think he's read his opponent well. He only has about 3 tanks. You know, he's fended off a push, and you know, I mean, this player's not gonna just sit back, and I don't think Bizzy's gonna want to just sit back again. But I mean, last game he showed really aggressive style in the early game again. So I mean, maybe he just sits back like he did last game, but who knows? He's getting starport, which again is probably just for, you know, science vessels, as he's a moderately fast, you know, Arbiter coming out right now. It does take a while for it to come out. He may have gotten the 9:30 Arbiter tribunal. I wasn't paying very close attention, but he already has an Arbiter about 10, like 11 minutes in the game. You know, after the DT stuff. I mean, it's phenomenal. This guy's multitasking right here, and I wish I had this capability here. But this is why I wanted to do DragOn. I heard great things for this guy, and I'm a happy guy. And by the way, all these replays are fairly recent. I think the earliest they go back to is like April, or even March. No, I think earliest is March. So I mean, they're fairly recent games. I mean, they're not like a week old, but it's not like StarCraft 2 where the meta changes about every week, which by itself is entertaining as itself. But that's for a totally different discussion that I'm never going to talk about, because. But while I'm talking about that, this is actually kind of huge what Bizzy's doing right now. He's actually going to snipe this. If he snipes this Nexus, dude, he needs to kill those vultures now. What are you doing? Oh, DragOn, you're going to let it die. Oh, if he just attacked, he going to save his Nexus. Okay. And like I said, I really like DragOn's, you know, style, but the one that he's getting a little bit behind here. You know, Protest does not want to be on the same equal basing as Terran here. He's getting a second starport here. I'm not quite sure if I agree with that, just because I'm not sure if you have the gas intake to actually go off of 6 gates and double Arbiter. I just don't think you have that much gas. But to be fair, Arbiters should take a crap ton of time to really come out and do stuff. Alright, so it appears, I think after like a repeat of last game, I think Bizzy's gonna go to, just looking at this turret, potentially just taking that base up here. Could be wrong, but I just feel like that identifies that he's trying to take this base, because why else would you not be putting stuff down here? You know, all he has is an eBay there just for like a potential drop or Arbiter recall or something like that. Oh ho 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 ho! That's cool. Both players are literally expanding right to each other, and it's such a like, this is like the one location you're not gonna scout too. But I was gonna say, like, it's literally the most vulnerable position you could be in as a far off expansion, as there's double ramps here. You can't see it from the Fog of War, but there are. So 0 upgrades to +1. So Bizzy is actually not doing terrible. He's getting amp just finishing now. He's just starting +2. Harvesters again will be going into DragOn's favor here. He's getting up a 4th base here, but also, you know, Bizzy's also getting up his own 3rd base right now. Only downside is that I have a feeling eventually speaking Protoss is going to be looking at that. But these vultures, man, like, he's microing like 2 control groups full of vultures. That's intense. The thing is, he's not really, I mean, like, all he has to do is like really micro these units around, which again is no easy feat, but you don't have, like, I mean, your tanks are gonna stay stationary. It'd be kind of silly just to go roaming in the map with like a whole bunch of tanks. So he's immediately gonna go for the 3rd gas. Not a bad call. He's still yet to actually take that extra base yet. So he's actually gonna put down Ken. So it, he needs to get an obs over there, and oh, if these vultures get in the natural, oh, DragOn, man. Alright, so it looks like he should be safe. think of like what else to talk about right here. Terran vs. Protoss, but mine's becoming like blank because I've already casted like a 25-minute game. But anyway, so yeah, he's gonna be able to clean this up. Very nice. Oh, that was a beautiful EMP right there. That killed a lot of the shields on a lot of these Dragoons right here. Even the shuttle, which is actually about probably around 50 or probably around 45% of the actual overall HP. So he can Zealot Bomb, but it's gonna be a lot harder with the shields down. I'm not sure if he acknowledges that. Maybe that's the reason why he's not engaging now. Because I believe that it's actually just gonna, the shuttle would actually just die if it got in range of this turret. And I could be wrong. Okay, this is bizarre. What is with these random pylons everywhere? But okay, well, Vultures are gonna be coming in here, but they're gonna see no expansion, which is actually kind of funny. It's like, well, pylons are important to kill, right? Let's kill them. It may supply block. Actually, yeah, it will supply block, I think, if there aren't enough pylons everywhere. But he will send over a small Dragoon task force over there to clean that up. And this base, I'm wondering, is it even? Yeah, 8 is completely dark, where DragOn's sight of vision is. So he's never scared of that either. So important to note here. So he's actually gonna finally be able to expand here. Finally. So all the Vultures trying to hide in the corner have died as well. And like I said, yeah, it looks like Terran's gonna try to take the space. I don't think he wants a repeat of last game. But I don't even think, I mean, again, like, you can get away with this as Terran. I mean, like last game, I mean, eventually he just got that third base and never died, really. Until he took this base because he didn't have his army there. This third base is totally fine if you're 3-basing, and like, which he is, because, well, now this base is done. Darren Manor piloning it because he wants to take it as well. Kind of funny. So yeah, these SCVs are done. That's actually pretty big for DragOn actually getting that. So, so now Terran's back up to 3-base. And he's lost a fair amount of SCVs as well, 7 of which have died. So, DragOn's playing this again like really, really well. At the early stages, like the early part of the mid game, like he was kind of scrappy what he was doing. I mean, he had a lot of tech that he couldn't really utilize yet. But with the amount of expansions he's gotten away with, he's taking now. He's gonna put him in a very good position. He's putting down a ton more gates. That's probably that's the reason why he had so many pylons down everywhere. And I think DragOn's gonna take this game again. Killing off that far off third base by Bizzy. Again, he's lost an expansion just like last game, and it's put him behind. And if this was a 4-base Terran, this would look completely different, FYI. And he only has +2 haste. He doesn't even have armor yet right now. What is he? Oh, we have a recall. We have a recall on the at the 3 o'clock. That was an EMP. Nice EMP hit. 1. So is he got a stasis field? Not with the ballast. But it's still a 16 SCVs over the 9, 25 to 56 harvesters in DragOn favor here. That's really good. That's kind of like even if I don't think the CC even got away, but it's like that kind of things. Even if he doesn't kill off these tanks right away, like I'm confident that DragOn can actually deal with this mech army, fairly easily. I mean, not like it's like impossible for him to. I'm gonna say it's easy, but he knows how to deal with mech. Unlike me, who doesn't know how to deal with mech, and I just die to it. But again, I think the sole purpose of that was just killing off that base and killing off a crap ton of SCVs. And to be fair, those shouldn't have all died potentially, because if they transferred out in time, I didn't see right when the recall hit, but still, alright, these allies should be able to close the distance here. These things are done. May have traded armies, and he's actually, look at that. He lost that entire army, like a majority of that entire army, and he's back up right where he started with, and that's showing the power of 20 gateways. I mean, and also Terran has no bank right now. There's a GG. I was gonna say what the bank of Protoss. Yeah, look at that. Like 20 minutes in the game, and he has 200 minerals banked. Like that is macroing efficiently. That is a macroing champ there. So DragOn took the game again pretty convincingly. The early game was pretty entertaining again. Pretty awesome stuff. Great game though. We're going to our next game, guys, and thanks for watching. Peace.